If you're ready for the secret to greatly increase your win rate, make sure you smash that like and subscribe if you haven't done so, because if I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't have done it anyway. So I'm going to go find a possible setup where I can show you exactly what I'm talking about, and I actually see it right here. So one of the problems is that you guys are entering into trades that are right at the end of a trend. And how do we know that we're coming up at the end of a trend and that you shouldn't enter? Here is a perfect example. If we take a trend line using the two-touch strategy, draw a trend line from the top left of the bottom opposite color all the way across the tops of these candles right here, we're going to see that the end of the trend is here. You see how it touched the top of the trend line and now it's coming back down? A lot of people would probably have entered into a trade here and they would have lost because, as you could see, it doesn't really come through. This is a perfect example. Now, how did I know where or how to draw this? That's simple. Draw your trend line from the top left of the opposite color up across the tops of the candles, and wherever it goes up like this is where you're going to have the end of your trend. Okay, you can see that it came up here and now it's stopping and it's reversing. This is part of the two-touch strategy, and you can learn that using the link in the description. If you don't believe me, let's find another example. Now here is another one, but it's already happened. I'm just going to show you how to draw this. So we go from the top left of this candle, even though it is a doji, you can do it from over here and also from here. We're going to grab our trend line. You can even use a parallel channel. So we're going to go from top left and draw it across the tops of these candles. You're going to see that when it came right here, and I'm going to grab a horizontal line and we'll take another horizontal line so that I can show you when it came right here, it stopped. And now we're moving sideways. Let's find another example for a downtrend. This is perfect right here. Okay, so if we draw a trend line from the last opposite candle, bottom left, and down across the bottoms of the candles like this, you're going to see that when it came to this candle right here, we started moving sideways, and now it's trying to come down, and it's going to come down and probably touch right here. But this is how you know where you're going to find rejection. Now, what happens if you enter a trade because you see that the Williams is coming down, the CCI is coming down, we're only trading one candle for 5 seconds. You still have the potential for getting your trade, but the entire point here is to start recognizing where you're going to experience rejection and where the trend is going to start reversing, so that you're not entering into trades that have already lost steam. They've already lost momentum. Here is where it rejects. This is the two-touch strategy. We have a trend line and a horizontal line at the support. Where these two meet is where you take a reversal trade. If we had done that, we would have won on this candle. Okay, as you can see, it's coming back down. It's trying to come through this support, but it's experiencing too much rejection. It's probably going to come up and then come back down. I don't really like this one. I'm going to find a good example and then I'll come back. Okay, we are in a downtrend. We had some reversal here where it tried to come back up. We had a lower low here, lower low here, then we had a higher low, which means that we had a reversal of the trend, and now it's trying to come back down. So if we draw our lines, we're going to do a trend line here. So we're going to take it and we're going to draw from bottom left of this candle. Let's just move our trend line. Bottom left of this candle, draw it down, and it's going to look like this. Okay, this already happened. If we take a horizontal line, here is where we have our support. When it came to the support, it popped back up. All we did was we drew a trend line from the bottom left of the last opposite candle down so that it connected the common points of rejection. And then where the last candle touched the trend line, we drew a horizontal line to create our support. When the candles touched it, it rejected, and now it's going back up. This is how you can determine the end of the current trend. So now it's coming back up. We're going to have probably a higher high, but this is going to stop you from entering into trades that you're probably going to lose out on. So if we do the same thing here, we're going to go up this way. So if we draw from, let's see if we should do it from this. If we draw from top left and we go up, you can see our end right here. How do I know that? I'm very simply looking at it right now. I drew it before it happened. This is going to stop you from entering trades at the end of the trend. So always be aware. For example, we had CCI down, Williams down, then we had CCI down, Williams up, and then we had CCI down, Williams down. You could have entered trades on this one, this one, this one, and this one, as long as you didn't enter into the end of this one. These are no-goes because it doesn't match our rules. If you had drawn your lines, you would have known this is the end of this trend. And we're reversing into this rally. Hope this makes sense. If you want to learn more about how to draw your lines, how to use the two-touch strategy, the link is down in the description and you can learn all about it inside my Telegram channel. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash that. Okay, it takes literally 2 seconds for you to take your finger or your mouse and to tap it. Smash that. Subscribe if you haven't, because I am going to teach you how to trade, and you can also learn all about the trading inside of my Telegram channel.